Is this real? No, is this real? Is this real? Is that real, Ian Rappaport? It is. Breaking news! Breaking news! Breaking mother-humping news! Ian Rappaport, former Giants star running back Saquon Barkley is planning to sign with the Eagles. Per me and Mike Garofalo, the former Penn State lands in the state of the Giants rivals, stays in NFC season 4. I can't even read it. Oh, shit, we got Saquon Barkley, baby. We got Saquon Barkley. Barkley is coming to Philly. Oh, shit. White rerun. Wow, that's a major, major mother-humping pickup. That's what I'm talking about. That's what we needed. Saquon Barkley, baby, coming to Philly. That ain't no joke. I had to check. I didn't believe it. Dallas still stinks. Yo, by the way, Dingbat here, and what a great day. What a great day. The Eagles hit it out of the park today. Howie Roseman getting the best player they could possibly get in one Saquon Barkley. And this changes everything, man. This changes everything, I got to tell you. I love what the Eagles are doing here and the way they're trying to build this roster. It makes complete and total sense. But before we get into all of it, we got to talk about the signing that just happened a little bit a while ago. Breaking news, breaking news. Eagles aren't done yet. Adam Schefter's reporting Saints free agent linebacker Zack Baun plans to sign a one-year deal with the Philadelphia Eagles per source. Dave Zangaro wrote, Baun is 27, just finished his 4-year rookie contract with the Saints, was a third-rounder in 2020 out of Wisconsin. Baun is a versatile player that can play some off-the-ball linebacker, but also on the line as an edge rusher. It will be interesting to see how the Eagles use him. It sounds like, from what we've been reading, that he's probably going to be a depth piece at the edge rusher position primarily. And that's where they're looking at using him. So the Eagles get themselves a linebacker. I see it more as a depth piece, and we still got work to do. We still have a lot of work to do. And let me say this as we get into the big day that we had. Thank you to everybody who was in my stream. We had close to 3,000 people at one point in time. It was absolutely tremendous. And I want to thank you guys so much. Now, for the big news, the game-changing, game-breaking, mother-humping news. Adam Schefter, former Giants running back Saquon Barkley, reached an agreement with the Philadelphia Eagles on a 3-year, $37.75 million contract that could be worth up to $46.7 million, includes a $26 million fully guaranteed at signing per source. Barkley now beats the franchise tag number and has a maximum average per year salary of $15.8, which would be second highest running back in NFL history. Wow. I knew that the Eagles were going after him. I believed it for the last few weeks that they were going after him. Never did I think they would pay that much money, though. I always thought if it got north of 10, they'd probably drop out. But I don't think you had a choice, because once this morning, and I'm talking 5 minutes into free agency or legal tampering, like 5 minutes, DeAndre Swift it comes to an agreement with the Bears for was it 3 years, $24 million. It was like once he went that quickly, you knew Barkley had to be in play. You knew something was in play. The Eagles weren't going to just let him walk away like that. And you also knew the Eagles were going to have to pay more money because of what Swift got. And it worked out that the Eagles go out, they get Saquon Barkley. And it's an absolutely great move. And I got to tell you, I'm enjoying the Giant fans' meltdown. They are melting down, as they should, because if I was a Giants former player, or a fan, I would be losing my mind too. How could you go to your rivals? But that's the way it goes nowadays. And TIKI Barber is pissed off. Him and Saquon are going back at it at Twitter. I love this. But this is what TIKI Barber said. You're dead to us, Saquon. Good luck. you're dead to me. And then Saquon said, look, I'm an Eagle. I don't put up with this bullcrap. I play for the Eagles now. I came home. He said, you've been a hater since I got to New York, and all the dead to me talk. Don't smile in my face when you see me. And I like it. Tell him, Saquon. Excuse me. I'm coughing up victory. I'm coughing up victory. You know, so it's like Saquon Barkley. Of course, a lot of Giant fans will be pissed. TIKI Barber, they're pissed. I don't care. I don't care. Just come in and do what you have to do, man. Come in and do what you have to do. Now, a lot of people, there are EU fans that don't like this. I get it because of the money. It is a lot of money. But you got to understand what the Eagles are doing here and why I think this is important. What the Eagles have done, essentially, is they have really made their offense dynamic. I mean, to a point where who are you going to cover? You're gonna double A.J. Brown? Okay, good luck in it. You're going to cover Devontae, double cover Devontae. You're going to key on Saquon Barkley. You're going to load up the box. How are you going to defend this offense? The Eagles will kill you. And I know Barkley, he's going to get the ball, and he's going to be running. He's going to see giant holes. Giant holes. He's never seen holes as big. I mean, he never seen holes at all as a pro because the Giants got no offense. But he's going to see his holes. He's not going to know what to do. Just run straight through them. Just run straight through him, Saquon, because you ain't ever seen space like you're about to see, and that's the truth. By getting Saquon Barkley, what the Eagles have done is they have made their offense so dynamic that this, in essence, this will allow you to go into the draft and go ahead and sign defensive players that will be young, that will come in and play right away, and that will give your defense a chance to develop. The worst thing, and what gets on my nerves all the time, and a lot of you guys feel the same way, I'm sick and tired of every year when it comes to our defense, we have a patchwork defense, right? As we'll sign a guy 1 year deal here, we'll sign a guy 1 year deal here, here's another 30-year-old, here's a 31-year-old, here's a 30-year-old guy. That's what we do all the time. But with the addition of Saquon Barkley, this offense now is going to be scoring like 30 points a game. Okay? So you could go into the draft and let's say take a corner in the first round and play him right away as a starter and let him develop. Let your defense mesh. Let your defense play. Let the young guys play. You're not going to bring in patchwork 1 year guys anymore. You're going to bring in young guys and they're going to play and the defense is going to develop. It's going to develop over time. And you have that luxury because you have an offense that's putting up 30 points a game. And that's the key to Saquon Barkley. And that's why I think this is a genius move. This puts you back in Super Bowl contention. This matches the move the Niners made for Christian McCaffrey. Okay? That's what it does. Because, yeah, you're not going to fix every hole in defense this year. That's true. But you know what you're going to do? You're going to have an offense so dynamic that you're going to be able to draft some young guys, sign young guys, and let them develop. And they're not going anywhere. Instead of trying to patch your defense together for 1 year, for one season, until you can find something more stable, which is what they do every year. So the Saquon Barkley move is an absolute genius, beautiful, I love it move. It's a great move. This is an A+ move. And I think a lot of people are going to be sorry that they said that this kid Barkley isn't any good. He's overrated. Barkley will be a top 3 back this year. Barkley is going to be dynamic this year. And yeah, I'm glad he's on the Eagles. That's for sure. I love it. Now, let's take a quick look at what Dallas has done today real quick, because you're going to love this. Dallas, they did nothing. All right, now back to the Eagles. Dallas is nothing. Jerry Jones, he's on vacation. Apparently, he's on a yacht somewhere. Can you believe it? And Mark Holmes is like, I think I'm going to get up and I'm going to stream for 6 hours today because your Dallas Cowboys, they're going to do something, right? They done nothing. He's been sitting there 6 hours. He don't know what to do. So he's just sitting there like this. What am I going to do? Your team stinks. They're losers. You know? Like in 3-4 days, Dallas will do the Mark Holmes trash bin, free agency run. And they'll try to get trash-ass players for cheap. That's what they're going to do. That's what Mark has to look forward to. Gotta love it. Now, the other move the Eagles did, they go out and they get Bryce Huff. Adam Schefter reports Jets free agent defensive end Bryce Huff is signing a 3-year, $51.1 million deal with the Eagles once free agency opens, per sources. The deal will make Huff the highest paid non-quarterback undrafted free agent in NFL history, per sources. This was a move that we thought was going to happen too, because we heard a lot about his name. And what I'm really curious about is in this move is what's going to happen with Reddick and or Sweat. Are both of them getting moved? Is one of those getting moved? Or are you going to keep all of them and he's just going to be added to the rotation? That would be absolutely fantastic, but I don't think so. I think that this addition of Huff, and I think it's a great addition, I think this spells the end for Josh Sweat. I think Sweat's going to end up getting traded or moved at some point, maybe the draft. But I don't think they're going to keep all those guys. Maybe it'll be Hassan Reddick, but I'm thinking Josh Sweat, because Josh Sweat's younger. He could give you more. And I really think that there was some unhappiness about the way he played down the stretch. At least that's what we heard. This Huff kid is a pure pass rusher, though. They said he's got to work on the run game, against the run. He's got things he's got to work on, but from a pass rush standpoint, he could get to the quarterback. He's an ascending player. The best years are in front of him, and I think this was another great pick, especially the fact that that the Eagles are going to, possibly trade Josh Sweat, maybe Hassan Reddick and Josh Sweat both. So we'll have to see what happens there. Just an A-plus day by the Eagles. No question about it. I love the Saquon Barkley signing. I love it. I think it makes the Eagles, I think it makes them legitimate contenders. I don't know how you're going to stop them. I don't know how you're going to stop this offense. And I think Barkley is going to make a lot of people sorry that they said some of the things they said about him. Barkley has never been able to play on a team with any talent. That is just facts. That is the truth. That is the way it is. No doubt about it. So I love this. I absolutely love it. Now, we did lose out on safety Xavier McKinney. He went to the Green Bay Packers. That sucks. We're still going to need a safety. We still got things we got to do. No question about it. But free agency's just started, and we're going to have multiple days. My hope next is that C.J. Gardner-Johnson comes back to Philly. If we could get him back to Philly, I think we'd be doing all right. And then, I would like to see also a linebacker, but we'll have to see how much money the Eagles have. I haven't seen an updated figure on their cap number yet. I got to imagine, a lot of it is probably gone, but they should still have room, especially if they do something with Reddick. That'll be $11 million more that they can get right away. But right now, next thing we got to do is we got to get a safety. Now, I will be streaming again tomorrow around the same time, somewhere around 12:1, somewhere around there. It just depends when I can get home from work, because I have to come home from work. And I'll have, 4 or 5 hours because I took vacation time, then I got to go back to work. So we'll be doing it again tomorrow. We'll see what they have. If there's anything more that breaks, any new Eagle news, we'll have a video out. And we're going to definitely the next day or two do a cigar video and celebrate Saquon Barkley to Philly. With that said, take care. Talk to you later. Of course, don't be a dingbat. Remember, it's how we vision, baby. And I love it. We're all just living in it. Mark Holmes is now crying that Dak Prescott needs to go. He needs to go someplace else. Dak Prescott, it's time for you to go, because Dallas isn't doing nothing. Dallas is losing players. They lost Tony Pollard. They lost their center. They lost another defensive tackle. It is great watching Dallas just do absolutely nothing as they stink. I got to understand, and maybe Cowboy fans can answer this to me. Why did you not restructure Dak Prescott's contract? Why did you go into free agency not having done anything with his contract where he's $60 million against the cap? Can somebody explain to me? You now have the biggest choking quarterback in the league, maybe minus Kirk Cousins, now handcuffing your team from making any moves. Or is it just Instead of that, maybe it's just Jerry Jones celebrating his 8,040th birthday, is on a yacht somewhere having a birthday party and a vacation. He's 8,041. Got to be tough being 8,042 years old. But that's what happens when you're 8,043 years old. Denzel Washington out.